to be here. My name is Jez. I'm sober now. I'm like 17 months off alcohol. Yeah, thank you, people, and the rest of you. Do not give a fuck. Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine. I still, do mushrooms and smoke weed. Like, in the last year and a half, I did give up alcohol, cigarettes, and red meat so I can live longer, but not want to, which is a lot of fun. It's real good. Are you guys mostly Brisbane local? Are you from Brisbane, like making noise? Yeah. I was chatting to someone yesterday. They were telling me because you guys had like 4 or 5 lockdowns that apparently totaled less than 20 days. And as somebody who has been in Melbourne for the last 3 years, I just would like to say, fuck you. Because I didn't handle that well. I live in an apartment, and after 7 months of being locked in my apartment, I had a moment where I was weeping because I couldn't find my favourite spoon, which is a red flag, I reckon. Even to have a favourite, I think, is an issue. I reckon there's only really 2 kinds of people who have favourite spoons. There's people who do not get out much, and heroin addicts. And don't get out much either. I started having an issue anytime I walk into the supermarket, like into the dairy aisle, I'll become uncontrollably aroused. I'm sorry, I looked you right in the eye. I did not mean to make that weird, I'm so sorry. No, I thought I was crazy until I worked out why that was happening. It's because for some reason, all the different varieties of cheese have been named after porn search categories. You know? Yeah, like vintage, natural, hard, semi-hard, mature, blue vein, goat, all the what's in the video, nice. That is just a joke. That is not genuinely what I search when I search for pornography. When I search for pornography online, what I search is woman comes. Because, for me, being online is about, living a fantasy. So, that's a hurtful amount of laughter, actually. I believe that is a joke. Also, I've been with my partner, Nicole, for 9 years. We're engaged, and she does come. So, that's been patronising. Don't worry. No, the fact that I'm an attentive, engaged, and motivated lover because my fiancée Nicole is a doctor and I am a semi-professional comedian. So it's very important to me she does come. Otherwise she's gonna leave, I'm gonna put some value in this relationship. It's why I eat ass. Out of respect. You gotta kiss the ring, so to speak. I do think that is the reason people do it, by the way. I don't think anyone is addicted to the flavour of a butthole. Though that is what love tastes like. Sometimes it's shitty, hey now. It was fun, it's a very fun gig. Can I tell you about the weirdest show I ever did? You guys want to hear about that? Yeah. So it was a few years ago, it was like pre-pandemic. I was at a festival and I was doing an hour. And the festival asked me if I wanted to have an Auslan interpreter for the show. And I said, it's interesting, sure, why not, right? But it's a really weird way to do a gig. Because you're on stage, the interpreter is also on the stage. There were like 80 people there was like 70 people who could hear, and there were 10 people who could not. And so every time I would do a punchline, 70 people would laugh immediately. But then it would take the interpreter like 5 seconds to hear what you say and then translate it for these people. So 7 seconds after these people laugh, these people laugh. They've never heard themselves laugh, so they laugh weird, which that's not offensive for me to say. That is not offensive for me to say, because they can't hear it. But it's like there's 2 shows going on, right? It's like this time delay, and also the 70 people who can hear are not looking at me at all. They all just have their eyes locked to the Auslan guy, because they just want to learn the signs for dirty stuff. And so I'm telling this story in the show, it's like a true story. So I'm a straight man, but my first ever sexual experience is that I blew a guy out of peer pressure. I should contextualize. Like, first of all, that's not such a big deal. I'm not gonna be one of those guys who gets up on stage and go, "Oh, I sucked off some dicko," and go, "Whoa, who could say that?" You can say that, right? Like most people can say that. Thanks for sitting in the front row. She'll never do it again. Also, when I said it was out of peer pressure, it's not like there were like 8 guys around me. You're like, "Yeah, suck it," or "You're out of the gang." Kind of peer pressure. It's just I grew up in Perth, right? And in Perth, in high school, I never played sports. I was in a choir. And every recess and lunch, I would hang out in the library with 5 other boys, and we referred to ourselves as the Distinguished Gentlemen's Club. So I never had a girlfriend, and so that was enough for a lot of Perth people to conclude some things about me. And so over time, a lot of different people had approached me privately to be like, "Hey man, are you gay? Like, you can tell me if you want to come out, you want to face the truth." And eventually enough people asked me that finally I was just like, well, I mean, honestly, I've never really been attracted to any of the men I've ever met. But this many people simply cannot be wrong. They must know something about me that I don't know about me. And so I sought out a willing man, and I sucked his dick to check. Most people were wrong, you know? I realized so quickly. I was like 3 inches in, I made a huge mistake. You know? And so, you know, I did not blow that man to completion. It's all right, you know. I still jerked him off because I was raised right, and I'm a gentleman. And it's not his fault, you know, that my eyes were bigger than my stomach that day. Which is a true story, right? But I was telling that story on stage with the Auslan interpreter, and just before I get out of here, I want to show you guys the official Auslan sign language for the last part of what I just said. Gentlemen. Which I don't think is real sign language, by the way. Like, if that's sign language, I can do sign language. That's the point when I realised that sign language is bullshit. Plus, he's making stuff up. I never said the dude came in my eye. I mean, he did, but has the interpreter know? Guys, that's my time management. Thanks so much. Have a great night.